Our last contestant today is the Stihl 066. And I gotta say, everything you've ever heard about this saw is 100% true. It's a powerful saw. Nothing is gonna stop this saw. It's a beast. I mean, there's no way around it. It is a beast. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, more than once I've said in my milling videos, if you're gonna run a chainsaw mill, you want a Stihl 066. And I haven't actually put my 066 on the mill yet, but I have no regrets whatsoever with that statement, because this saw, it's built heavy duty, and it's a powerful saw, and she's a beast. There's no way around it. This saw also has an automotive style air filter in the back here, which is awesome. You can just vacuum that thing off at the end of the day. Not a big deal to clean. The saw here has, this is a 25-inch Stihl guide bar, and this is a Stihl chain. I couldn't tell you which one. This is the saw, the chain that came on the saw, but it's not a safety chain. It's full chisel, and it's a Stihl chain. And you see there, it's yellow. Yellow means it's not a safety chain. This saw, again, I was online, just pretty randomly this time. I wasn't really thinking about buying a saw, but I was online, and you don't see 066s pop up very often. And I saw a pawn shop that was almost an hour away had it. And I literally canceled my plans for the next morning, jumped in the truck and went up to look at it. And you know, the saw, I think it was, well, you're not going to find many homeowners running an 066. So this saw was definitely run by a tree company. And, you know, why they decided to sell it, I don't really know. I looked at it, and I didn't see anything obviously wrong with it. I didn't pull the plug. I probably should have. But I just looked it over really hard. And, you know, I like to look at the bottom of the saw to see how much wear is on the bottom, because you can tell a lot by that, and that didn't seem to be excessive. So I asked the people at the pawn shop if I could take it outside and run it, and I pulled the throttle maybe 5 times, and it kicked. I pulled it another 3 times, and it started up. And, you know, usually when I'm buying used stuff, you know, if it was hard to start, I would have walked away, but it started, and I figured whatever was wrong with it was purely cosmetic. So I went ahead and I purchased it. But the one thing about this saw is, you know, somebody ran it without the chain catcher on. When I got it, there was no chain catcher, and it must have thrown a chain, and you guys probably can't see, but I put some JB Weld in there because the chain came off at one point and just scraped the bejesus out of the magnesium housing. And luckily it wasn't scraped anywhere critical in the housing, but I just put the JB Weld on just so I basically didn't have to see the scratches. The saw takes a while to warm up too. Of all the saws I have, most of them warm up after like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. This one takes a few minutes to warm up, and it'll run different when the saw first starts for the first 5 or 10 minutes as opposed to the last few minutes of the tank of gas. I can't seem to get the saw to run well on full throttle without the chain moving when it's idling. Otherwise it stalls out. That's what I wanted to say. And it's funny because when I bought the saw and I ran it, you know, just for a few minutes when I got it home, it was the same exact way. It ran awesome on full throttle, but it was still, the chain was moving when I tried to idle it, which again, guys, I know, extremely dangerous. I know, trust me. I usually make sure I put the chain brake on for the saw. But there's the saw, and you know, she looks great. She's a good saw. There's nothing, I shouldn't feel bad about this saw. This is going to do some incredible milling for me. Hopefully the next week or two we'll do some milling videos. I'm sure whatever's going on with the carb is just something that as time goes by I'll figure out how to run things well, but that's the 066. This is a 25-inch bar, and I'm cutting white oak.